I heard a worship song this past week, and I'm sure I've heard it before, but man, it struck me and it moved me and kind of summarized my whole life and even where I'm at right now in my life and life transition and all that. You know, I'm not a big fan of worship songs these days, contemporary worship songs. Their theology is just terrible. We're singing about stuff we don't even understand, and it's happy, sappy, schmappy stuff. But every once in a while, man, there's a song that gets it right. And this one does. It's called The Goodness of God. And you see, I think as Christians, we talk so much about choosing God. And we choose God, and we choose to live for God. And then we talk about our love for God and our faithfulness to God. And we talk about trying to be such good Christians. Our choosing God, our faithfulness, our goodness. I tell you what, it doesn't start there. And I can't be all of that unless I get first things first. And get first things straight. And it all starts with God choosing us. Ephesians 1:4 says that God chose us before the world was even created. God chose us to love us. And He's been pursuing us in love ever since. And in John 15:16, Jesus says, "You didn't choose me. I chose you." And in 1 John 4:19, we talk about our love for God. Jesus says, hey, before you loved me, I loved you. And we can only love because He first loved us. So I'm struck by the faithfulness and the goodness of God. Not my own, but God's. So the verses go like this. I love you, Lord. Your mercy never fails. All my days are held. I'm held in your hands. I've known that. I've experienced that throughout the good and the bad. I have known that truth. From the moment when I wake up till when I lay my head down, I will sing of the goodness of God. I love your voice. You have led me through the fire. And I was struck this past week. My whole faith story is Psalm 71. I've known God as my hope since I was a little boy. He was my only hope. I knew He understood me, was with me, and loved me, and cared for me, and would help me through. And He led me through the fire, even as a little boy. And that's been my experience throughout my whole life. Man, trouble comes and bad things, life is full of trouble and we go through tough times. But God has always led me through the fire, whether I've realized it or not. In darkest nights, you are close like no other. Man, I have known the dark nights of the soul. Have you? I don't know that we can talk about our faith and God's goodness and love until we've been through those dark nights. And when we have, then we have a story to share. And it says, I've known you as a father. I've known God as the multiply what you can 10,000 times the perfect father. We still don't get a glimpse of God as this loving parent, so to speak. I've known you as a friend, the companionship of a friend of God. I have lived in the goodness of God. Whether I have realized it or not, I have lived in the goodness. And it's in looking back sometimes that we see it all. And that's what struck me this past week. All my life, God, you have been faithful. All my life, you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, I will sing of the goodness of God. You see, this is a funeral-worthy song. Somebody sing this song at my funeral because it captures my life story. And then we have this refrain in the song, and it builds to this climax, and it says, your goodness is running after me. It keeps running after me. And do you hear Psalm 23:6 in this? Surely God's goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. God's goodness keeps running after me. And I look back on my life and I see how it has and how it is even now. And so somehow the secret of life is to know this, to open to it, to live in it, to find joy in it. So I'm amazed this morning. And I don't want to sound like one of those, well, never mind. So that's all I got. Your goodness keeps running after me, God. Thank you. May I notice it today, and may I live in it today. And I can't quite capture the beauty and the depth of this song, but man, it touches my heart. So I will share it with you in the link. And I hope that you might also be caught up in it today. Oh, doesn't matter whether we're faithful or faithless or good or bad Christians or not. It's God's faithfulness and love and choosing us and goodness to us constantly. And then we trust it. And out of that, we respond to it. And we live in love in it, with it, for it, from it, and share that love. Oh, we make ourselves too important. First things first, my friends. You have been faithful, and you are so good. Our life is a response to God's faithfulness and goodness, and we live in relationship with this God, and that's what changes things. It ain't about religion necessarily, but relationship. So take what's helpful, leave the rest. May you be caught up in the feeling of the song. And until next time, may you live all the days of your life.